and it's exactly 7 o'clock. So with a bit of luck, for a change, we're right on time. That should be cool, right? Let's share the link so more people will know and join the live feed. Why is it not listed on my website? Oh, it's my bad. I have to do this again. And that's because it's hidden. I guess. Where is that button? There it is. Okay, let's do it. And it's exactly 7 o'clock, so with a bit of luck, this will come in at everyone in a couple of seconds. And for a change, I'm right on time then. Which would be cool. Yeah, the link is there. Copy link. And I have to share it because people need to know that I'm live again. ByteDelight live. Share. Oh, I love my fast machine, but it can always be faster. That's a problem with PCs these days. You get used to powerful machines very quickly, but still there's always something that you can increase your PC's responsiveness with. But I should be happy. There's not much I can do about it. So let's see if people can find the stream, and let's see who is in. Hey, there's someone in. Jean-Claude, good evening. I think you're the first. The counter is not even counting, so we'll wait a couple of seconds before running the intro tune. Hey Stuart, good evening. I think people, yeah, okay, the counter is running, so let's do this. And if people will come in, they may miss the intro tune, by the way. That's live, you know. Alright. Paper. And we're back. Well, good evening again. Welcome to the 28th of this December. What am I doing, man? It's almost 2019. So this is the last show of this year, I guess. Or maybe I will do a couple of other. No, I won't. This is the last one for this year. And for a change, I put the program on paper, and that's because I'm preparing to change the set here a bit. So I hope with the next show a lot will have changed. I'm not sure if everything is prepared and ready by then, but we'll see. Okay, 4 people in at the moment, and let's see if I did everything correctly. Let's see, Facebook share link. Yeah, I did that. Twitter share link. Did I share the link on Twitter? I'm not sure. Twitter, I think it's automatically shared there because Facebook does that. Yes, so that's good. Well, good evening, guten Abend. Hello, goedenavond. And if you want to ask me anything, I want to ask you guys something, then please ask me. And the thing I want to ask you is, what nostalgic snack do you sometimes think of when you think of your childhood? So I had a couple of those in this show during the last month, and but I'm out of ideas at the moment. So if you guys have something that you think this was what I got from my mother when I was young and when I behaved in a good way, and she treated me with this snack, then I'm very curious because I really want to cover more nostalgic snacks on the show. So if you have something in your mind, then please let me know. Um, so I really want to know. Um, Please subscribe if you haven't. But I guess everyone who visits this show, everyone who visits the show live, will already have. And let's cover tonight's topics. So the first thing is some off-topic stuff that kept me busy for a lot, and that's why I'm still behind with a lot of things like emails and Facebook messages and more of that. Some news bits, and I'm not sure if the camera's okay because okay, this is better. Let's do this. Let's do this. And the last topic, and that's why it's not a usual ByteDelight show. I'm doing again some live repairs because I do not have enough news topics at this moment. I have a couple, so yeah, I think that's good. Okay, the first thing. Why didn't I finish everything I want to finish this week? Which happens every week, so it's not uncommon. But anyway, Peter, good evening. Jan, good evening. My kids are having Christmas holiday, of course, from school, so they're at home, and my wife still works a little. So I try to keep my kids busy with not only having them play some PC games, but also spending some time with them, which they deserve, of course. So yesterday we went to a large open field, a park, you can call it a park if you want, and did some frisbeeing and some soccer and more of that. I like to do that, and it's very important for me and for my kids to have some things that they exercise a bit instead of sitting still the most of the day or laying in bed like my daughter. She can stay in bed all day with a tablet and watching all those real life soaps from people. There are a couple of Dutch people. Maybe I'm not sure if they're known outside Holland. But for example, Enzo Knol is one of them. It's a guy that just films his whole life, everything that he does. Um, uh, and kids like to watch those shows. I don't know why, but anyway, they like to do that. And my daughter is one of those that just can watch those videos the whole day. It's really ridiculous. But anyway, I don't like them doing that because there's more in life, you know. That's what I think, at least. Okay, some of the stuff that kept me busy was working on more insurance stuff. It never ends, I think, because I've been working on insurance stuff throughout the last 4 weeks, I guess. Of course, not all the time, but I need to sort some things out still, and uh, insurance companies have some demands of your of the stuff in your house, you know. So that's what I'm doing. Some cool things. Last week I got an email from our utility company. I'm at Nuon at the moment, and they told me that I would have to pay a lot more than what I'm paying monthly, and that's because I'm using a lot more electricity. So I used my, where is it? Yeah, it's here. It's here. I used my energy check. It's a bit yellowed. it's really yellowed. Which is a cool device. If you don't have one, I don't think they're costly. I think less than €20 or something. And it's really useful if you want to know what your devices really consume. So not only what the specifications say, but I use it, and even I used that's the cool thing about digital meters. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but last year our analog meters were replaced by those digital ones. You know, you can see the amount of power consumed, but you can also see the current used power in your house. And throughout the day I was using almost 1 kilowatt, and that's a lot, I think. So I walked through the house and I asked my wife if she could check what a meter showed, switch some light on and off, and that sort of thing. And I've done that before, but this time it turned out that some lights in our living room really consumed a lot of energy, and my two monitors, which are on the ground there, which were in front of me here at ByteDelight headquarters, they consumed over 100 watts each. And I already knew that somehow, because in the summer it gets very hot here, so it's not, there's a reason for the air conditioning. But having two devices that output a lot of heat instead of only light, for acting like a monitor, is really bad. And what I did, I googled a bit and found out that modern monitors, PC monitors, use less than 30 watts, so less than about a quarter of the power that my old monitors used. So I decided to buy two new ones, because I calculated that I would have a return of investment in less than a year. And that's because not only the amount of power that I will save costs a lot less money, because these monitors are on 8 to 10 hours a day, I think. But also the heat that needs to be cooled down by the air conditioning costs a lot of money. So there are two reasons to replace these, and I did, and I can show you if you want. I hope the cable is long enough. Let me check. I hope the cable is long enough. So these are my new ones from Lenovo, and these ones are actually IPS displays, and the only downside of these is that the colors are not that vivid compared to the HP ones. So I'm not sure, but maybe those are HDR, so they have more vivid colors. But still these ones, because they're IPS, the contrast is very good, and the amount of light is really more than enough. And I measured them, and they only use 20 watts each at the moment with the current settings. So that's really a big saving on energy, if you ask me. A smart meter, of course, Peter. Thank you. Just called a smart meter. And I should know, because I worked at a utility company for 17 years. But okay, my bad. Maybe I'm forgetting everything I learned there. But anyway, so I replaced these, and I chose some Quad HD versions from Lenovo, and only 24-inch, because I don't want to have bigger ones, and my eyes are very good, so I can see, I can read everything from this far, and maybe even more far. I'm not sure. I very good sharp eyes, so I can read everything. So everything is at 100% settings in Windows. So all the text is very small, but I can read it quite good. So these are not 4K, but the step below that, many people call them 1440p. That's a gaming term, I think. And the good thing is that these have very small bezels, so it looks like it's one big monitor at the moment. So that's very good. And they only cost less than 150 euro, and I think that's a very good price these days. You didn't get anything close to these a couple of years ago. So another thing that will be saved, and I wanted to show you guys, if you're interested in the new type of lighting I selected for the living room, I can show you. So those are these ones. So these are the filament. Can I click on it? Nope. I hope so. These are the filament bulbs that, for example, IKEA also offers. These are made of just red and blue LEDs, and covered by, I think, some phosphor or other material that adds the other colors. So in total it makes a warm white light, and for a living room that's what I want. So I bought a couple of these, and of course I could have bought them at IKEA, but these were a lot cheaper. And I'm not sure if I think I took the 12 watts version. So that's about a fourth of what the bulbs, the halogen bulbs in at the moment, what they consume now. So that's another way of saving a lot of money, because when I'm in the living room, I like to, when I'm doing anything except for sitting on a couch watching a movie or something, I want to switch the lights on, and there are two bulbs in each fitting in the ceiling. So that's why that's another way of saving a lot of energy. And I think it's important because I want to keep the bills as low as possible and want to use as little as energy as possible. But it's hard when you have so many electronic devices at home. I bet I'm not the only one. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not sure if the microwave uses it much, but the washing machine does, and we have a lot of more equipment. But anyway, I'll do my best. Maybe I should have solar panels on my roof, and I think that would even help with keeping the heat out, you know. But with the dormers now, it's a little more complicated, so I'm not sure if I will do that in the future. But we'll see. That's all off topic. That's not on topic. I know. One thing that is on topic is I'm still behind with a lot of messages, so people are waiting on Facebook for a reply to their PMs and ByteDelight's mailbox messages that people send in. So I have to process a lot of them. I'm doing my best, but it's just a lot of work, and at the moment it's even harder because the kids are at home and they want my time as well, you know. That's the point. Let's see. Am I not missing anything? Nope. I'm forgetting something that's music. So let's put in some music. Yep. So this guy ZXAAA Demo ZX Spectrum. That's the name of his YouTube channel. Uploads a lot of new of these videos each month. So it's good for me to use this as background music for the shows. Would love to use other music, but you know what happens then, you just get demonetized for the videos, and I don't like that. So I'm using this one. I think it's good enough. And even I can show you, even the videos with the music are great. So this is the video, and it's a slideshow at the moment, as you can see here. Maybe it's just a demo, I'm not sure. Anyway, I like playing this in the background. It suits the show, I think. Alright, news bits. So, that's what I was doing a moment ago. I was visiting the website of Seed Studio. I have it here. I want to show you that as well. Let me just do that. So this is the website of Seed Studio, and I wanted to show you the latest development of the DivMC Enjoy Pro Mini Light. Yeah, so here it is. Because this website can show you how the circuit board looks with just a click. There was a website that even did this with Eagle Files. This is software I'm using, Eagle Files in 3D, but the thing is that they took down that website, I think because people were demanding more features, and the guy who was offering that did it for free, and I think he just got upset or something and deleted everything. So this is the most easy way of seeing what you designed in a way that will actually be manufactured by, in this case, Seed. So it's a Gerber viewer, and it's free, and it's easy to use. You can zoom in if you want to. So the new DivMC Pro Mini Light. It's a long name, I know, but it's the reason for that is that I want to get to the Pro series completely, and this will be the most budget version, but it will have the Pro features. So it will have model auto detection, ZX Spectrum model auto detection, and it will be clock independent. It will also have the best voltage regulator that I've used so far. I think I've used 4 versions in the past, so this is the 4th version, I think. And this one is the most robust version. I didn't have any problems with this voltage regulator so far. So there still is one dip switch here, but it's only to disable or enable ESXTOS if you want to. For example, if you are using the +3E ROMs, and there will be the 2 LEDs, of course, power and the card activity. But it will work on every single ZX Spectrum model. It will not have any problem, except for the Z80 that has a defective M1 line. That still can be an option, of course. Alright, I can show you the back if you want to, but not in 3D, unfortunately. So this is the back, and of course this PCB is designed with the pick and place machine in my mind, so I can assemble it with the parts on one side, which suits my production line here in the future. So I hope people will like this, and I think I will offer it in a month or two, because I still have enough of the old version in stock. So these are the old ones. And another reason is that I need to test the new version first, because so I ordered only prototype batch of 10 pieces, and I will test it if it's completely working, which I think it will. And then I will offer the first large batch of a couple of hundreds of those boards. And the minis are still selling well. I'm selling a couple of those each day, so every day. So that's good. Let's see if no one chatted anything. Okay, if you want to ask me anything, or if you have someone actually had a nostalgic snack. Zeus and Bubbler. Okay, I know what it is, but personally I don't like them. But I will. Where's the light? Come on, light. Yes. But I will add them to the list of nostalgic snacks. And maybe I will just buy a pack. The reason I need a backlight at the moment is because these screens output such a lot of light, even though they consume only 20 watts each. It's ridiculous, but you can see how much light these use. If I put my hand here, then my head is not shiny anymore, but so you can see the difference. So even though they use such less energy, they're still outputting a lot of light. Right. So more nostalgic snacks, people, please. Right. Another thing that surprised me is that I think China broke the record of sending stuff with very long delivery times. I ordered some stuff during October, and a couple of those products just came in this week. So over 2 months ago, and maybe other people have had those delays as well, but for me this was the longest ever. But anyway, the stuff seems to pour in slowly, so I just have to be patient. Okay, another topic was that people seem to still want the Harlequin 48 kits, so these ones. So I ordered a new batch because this one is almost depleted, as you can see. And I think the biggest reason, I've discussed it a couple of times on Facebook already, I think the biggest reason is that you can get 48K ROMs far more easy. So I have a couple of original ones here. You can find them quite easy. I have a couple of lots of them in stock. And if you want to obtain a toast rack or a +2 ROM, that's an original one, of course. That's a lot more difficult. And I think either people like to have original parts, like the ROM, of course, and use a legit way of obtaining one, or don't want to spend money on an Apron programmer, which still costs about 30 or 40 euros, which is 35 pounds. So they're not that cheap, but I think if you're into retro computing, then Universal Programmer is just something that that's not bad to own one, because you can use it for all kinds of things, like programming gull chips or some other logic, like programmable interrupt controllers, like these ones. Where are they? I can't find them. Oh, these ones here. So these are the PIC series, which I use for the Kims and mouse interfaces. And you can program these ones with the universal programmers like the Mini Pro as well. So I think there's a good reason to have one universal programmer, at least if you're into that. Okay. So that's about 48K kits, and at the moment I have plenty of parts in stock, except for the boards, but I think that I sell a couple of them each week, so I think the new ones from Seed will arrive just in time. Okay, I was talking about a new set or setup I'm not sure what the best name is for the weekly shows, because I think this is not the best sitting on my desk here behind my computer and doing the shows this way. What I want to do is I want to sit there, over there in the middle, with the desk in front of me, and I want the camera at that corner, so you only see that part of the headquarters here. But for that I have to get a good desk, and one of the problems is that I cannot control the computer when I sit there, of course. So what I'm doing is I will use a laptop instead, and I will use the software I was discussing a couple of weeks ago. I'll show you that as well. So it's MacroDesk. Where is it? I don't think it's running. Oh, it's running. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's complaining. Does it work? Unable. Unable to connect. Unable to connect. Why? Oh, I can see why. I changed all the network subnets here a couple of weeks ago, so I haven't used this tool for a couple of weeks. Does it work now? Unable to connect. Why? Should work. It is running, isn't it? Yeah, it's running. Oh, it's another port. Why is another port? Well, anyway. Now, Doran. Server outdated. Please update the server. Okay, let's keep that for another time then. So I have to update the software, obviously. But I don't want to do it now. So I was trying to start the client application, which is a remote control for example, OBS or other software which can use buttons for each scene, for example. I think it's great, and I'm using that when I have the disk over there. So I'm not sure what kind of disk I will use, we'll see. But I want to make it a more nostalgic and more professional show in the future. So I want to use, for example, some old retro monitor if I'm connecting any device as a Spectrum or something else, and not modern LCD displays like that one at the moment. But for the future, you know. Oh, and I want to have better lighting, because at the moment it looks a bit washed out, and I think if I would have some better lighting, because for example when I'm doing this during the summer, there's enough light from outside, then everything looks a lot more warm and more sharp, because there's more light. The camera doesn't have to put a lot extra, so all the noise you can see on my shirt will probably be gone when I use better lighting. But anyway, that's for the future. What is what called, Peter? What did I forget? Right. Something else. It's on topic. Oh man, the color on my screen. This is obviously pink spray paint, and I'm going to do an experiment with one of the rainbow LED cases. I most probably will use that one there, over there, which has a couple of minor scratches. Oh, the app is called MacroDesk, Peter. Macro, I think MacroDesk. MacroDesk. You have a server application in Windows, and you can download the app for Android, for example. I think it also runs on iPhone. You have to check. Anyway, I will want to spray paint one of those cases in pink, because some people ask for it. Some people obviously seem to think that a pink rainbow LED case will be cool. So we'll see about that. We'll do that in a couple of days and see what the result is. And of course, the problem is that I'm not sure which faceplate will work for the best. Maybe the white ones, maybe the gold ones. I have one gold one there, so maybe that's better. Patrick, yes, my shirts still fit well because I was fat already before Christmas, so. although I have to buy some new things, like a suit in the near future. And the issue is that I don't want to buy a bigger suit because I just want to lose some pounds. But anyway, lose some weight. That's another topic. And maybe it's better if I don't drink beer in the meantime. But anyway, you didn't see that. Alright, I don't have anything to unbox except for this box, which is... oh, I forgot something. I not only ordered some new monitors, but I also ordered a new work desk camera. So it will look like this. So this is my new HD camera for close-ups when I'm working there. And I have the feeling it's a bit zoomed in, but maybe I can just put it away a bit. But it's a lot better than the previous one I used, which was garbage. So this is actual HD and will work a lot better. You will see it in a short while, because I'm going to unbox this and work on it in a second. Did I wish for pink? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I like pink. That's no lie, because I have a daughter and I painted her room pink and she doesn't like it at all. So she is actually bugging me a lot for new wallpaper. And first we were talking about a new color, but now she's talking about just new wallpaper. So maybe a new color is a better choice, because it will save a lot of time, because putting new wallpaper on, man. No, I don't want that. Let's just try to get a simple color for painting the walls as they are now. But I like pink, yeah, it's no lie. I like pink. I'm even thinking of doing a ZX HD slideshow with mostly pink pictures, because the ZX HD can show all kinds of new colors that the ZX Spectrum itself cannot. And it goes light again. Come, I want light. Light, yeah. There it is. What surprised me is that pink really looks well on the ZX HD when you're using it on the ZX Spectrum. So I think I'm going to look for pink pictures. So just googling a bit, and we'll see what I find and make a new slideshow of that. And I think, well, I don't think anyone can disagree that the ZX Spectrum just has beautiful colors, if you ask me. So the 8 colors that it has are just very, very shiny colors, and many other computers from the same time had more brownish colors, and I don't like them. I just like the vivid colors of the ZX Spectrum. And when I was working with graphics on the ZX Spectrum, I also always liked those vivid colors. And now you have pink, so why not? Anyway, working on it later. Okay, let's get to the live repairs, because I have a box here that has, I think, 2 ZX Spectrums which need some attention, and one Pro 1 interface, which will be the first one that has some kind of small defect, and I think it will be a soldering joint that was working before I shipped it and wasn't working when it arrived. So I have to check that. And one of the Spectrums needs a new keyboard membrane. I think it's an issue 2, because the guy says something about some tins on the display, new capacitor it needs. So let's see. And the other one, it's a +2 by the way, the other one, and doesn't have any video output, so we'll see about that. Let's get working on it, because it's time for working on it. So first I want to use this scene, because you can see the stuff in small window there. Then we'll, I hope the name wasn't shown, because I try to keep those details private, of course. Alright, let's get rid of this. You will get another box from me. So guys, more nostalgic snacks, please. think lots of chocolate snacks from back then are, you can call it nostalgic, but the problem is that they're still sold and eaten a lot, so I'm not sure if that's the best choice of nostalgic snack, but anyway. Alright, +2 grey one and 48K, I guess. And it's, I think, an issue 2 because I cannot see a heatsink here, so it must be. And here's the Pro one on the face that I need to check. I think I will do that last. But I forgot to connect these cables, so let's do that first. And then some power. Now I've been moving some stuff here, so I hope you can find an empty socket somewhere. Can this fit in here? I hope so. Okay, I have to pull something out. I have to be careful because my switch, my network switch is plugged in there as well, and if I pull that out, then well, the ring will get disconnected. Alright, more power. Right, so that's one. Let's first start with Liga cookies. Yes, I like them. Oh man, you have good ideas, man. But I think Liga is really Dutch, isn't it? And there are so many types of Liga cookies. I think I like the which one did I use? Oh, the wheat ones. I think I like those the most because you also have the one with the milk on it and that sort of thing. But I like the ones that were good for if you were very hungry. So we'll get a couple of those. Maybe we have them in the house at the moment. Anyway, it's not for now. Okay. Let's see if I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, I think I had those lick cookies. I had them, I think, in one of the first shows. And Lange Jans, well, are those really nostalgic? If you say so. QL, I'm not sure if there's a website, but the best place to ask is on Facebook, for example, and ask Rich Meller because he's very into QLs. But I'm not sure. Of course, there will be some place where archives are stored. But the question is how can you transfer them to microdrive cartridge? But I guess you have a floppy disk interface for the QL then, most probably, because you ask if you can download something from somewhere. And I guess if some people have archives stored in disk format, then it's a lot more easy, of course, to get them to a real disk. And one of the best utilities for that is SAMDisk, by the way. But you still need a PC with an internal floppy disk drive, otherwise there's no way of transferring them. Or you have to use, for example, the Gotek drives, of course, which may be even more easy because you just have to copy the image file to the SD card or USB drive, depending on your version of the Gotek. So ask Rich Miller or just Google for it. Yeah, toverballen, yes, magic balls. I had them, I like them, and I searched for them at one of the most famous Dutch candy shops, but they didn't have them, and I wonder where you can buy them nowadays. But I'm not. I think we're talking about two different products, because the ones I had in mind were the ones that were very hot. You know, the small ones that taste like um, um, ca- um, man. Oh man, those words I'm not using that much in English. You know. Of course, you had very small eggs which tasted like cinnamon, but were very hot when you were eating them. And I'm not sure how those were called, but I like them a lot. Okay, we'll check out inside. Oh, and good evening. I have well, I don't have Patrick. I don't have the QL disk interfaces. I don't produce them, but I have a couple in the storage somewhere. And even have an original Sinclair QL floppy set and some more of that stuff. So, HN, good evening. So I'm not producing them, but you can still order the gold cards, I think, for the QL on Selma Retro, I guess. I think I've seen them somewhere, and those are, I think, as far as I know, the most advanced floppy disk interfaces for the QL. And if I'm not mistaken, those even support HD drives. So those are the most powerful interfaces, including some extra memory and more. I've been thinking of producing them, but I don't have the time at the moment, so I really have to choose what things I'm doing and what not. Of course, you can use other ways of storage if you want to. Maybe it's a better choice. I'm not sure. I like the nostalgic feeling of floppy drives, you know. All right, let's open it up. So this one needs new capacitors, and let's check out what his letter says here. New keyboard, and that's it, I think. Alright. Yeah, that's an issue too. So maybe I can start with calibrating the colors, but it's not the most interesting stuff, of course. Does it have composite video already? Because if not, I'm not sure if he wants it. No, it doesn't. Alright, I have to ask him. Because maybe he's using antenna. Let's give him send him a message. You want to keep it with RF output, or can I do the composite mod? Right. I'm not sure if he's watching, because I sent him an email of what I was going to do live, but I was expecting this to be composite video. Let's think of the best solution for this moment. I think I will just use a wire for the meantime to have composite video at least. Right. Now we wait. We need some hot soldering iron. clean, but it's my bad. I was using my soldering iron for some plastic work this afternoon, so it's not clean at the moment. It was just good enough, and this is just for temporary composite video output mod. I'm going to detach the resistor here. Okay. Right. Let's just do a quick modification for now. Make sure there's no short circuit anywhere. Okay, like that. So I was talking about the new set for the shows, and I've been looking for an original 1084 Commodore display, but it's really hard to find one these days. I haven't found any. I found only one that was defective, so that wasn't useful at all. Right, let's see. It should give some output, but most probably with dead colors. But as far as I know, it's working. Oh, it's blue. But it's completely working, so it's detecting all the memory. That's okay. 7 1 no. Oh, keys. Just not sharp, but I'm using this monitor for a week now, and it's not the best monitor. But anyway, most probably you won't notice because of the camera. Nope. Why? Oh. The colors are really distorted, as you can see here. Let's see if you can. Yeah, you can see it. It's clearly noticeable. Let's see if we can change it for good. There they are. Now some fine tuning. Of course, I'm also getting better. Of course, I need to replace the capacitors. But here they are, at least. There's a strange thing going on with the lines here. But anyway, maybe it's the capacitors. I have to. Oh, this is better. Wait. I think this is about it. Hope you can see it. It's not blue anymore. Nope, it's gone. This is most probably my TV, which is not picking up the signal correctly. I hate when it happens. This TV is just garbage. I really need the old one. It's not the best. Okay, we're back to square one. Doing it again. Oh, I want the other display again. I think we'll get the other one there, which is good. This is looking better, but this display is just not good enough. Just a sec. reason was that I need another monitor for my PC downstairs. So I used the one that was the best for the ZX Spectrum, but I may regret it. So I'm actually already looking for something else for downstairs. But anyway, let's get over to this one. And the only issue, the reason that I'm not using this one primarily is that this one automatically switches off power, and there's no way of avoiding that, which is really frustrating if you have to switch it on all the time again. It does it after a couple of minutes, and it's no standby, so it doesn't actually automatically switch on again. And source. Oh. Which button is it? I need remote control. Some TVs are so slow starting up. Right, this is what I wanted. I think it's a bit dark. Ah, good. So we're almost there. But I need to do this first because it's a bit dirty, you can see that. I don't like when I put out the screwdriver that it switches. It's frustrating, you know? And then it's gone again, you know? But maybe I should do the capacitors first. But it's a lot better. So you can see all the colors now. Maybe you're right, Peter. Do you have an oscilloscope then? But it's almost perfect now. Look at that. So I think we're there. Looks a lot better. So colors weren't the biggest issue. I can feel that, oh man, this UA chip is getting very hot. And he told me that he didn't want me to socket this UA chip and remove the socket. Sorry, heatsink the UA chip and remove the socket because he had some solution for that himself. So we'll discuss that first with him. But I think for now it's more interesting to see what the +2 does, because that one seems to have a defect. I'm not sure. Maybe something else, of course. And I'm even not sure what output he's using. Well, oh, this is cool. This is, I think, the Spanish one. You can see here on the back and the language. Clavier numérique. Oh, it's a French one, I think. So this most probably is a French one, and the French one didn't have RF output, and I'm even not sure if it has composite video output. So I'm curious about that one. I've seen it before on some documents, but I'm not sure where. But let's open it up, and there are some parts missing, most probably, and that may even be the analog chip, the TA2000, that is missing in this +2, because it may only have peripheral output at the moment. And if so, then we need an RGB cable for it, or ZXHD, of course. Let's find out. Bonjour. Voila. Yeah, you're totally right. Yes, it will say something in French or Spanish. We'll see. But I think it's Spanish. Sorry, French. Mistaken again. So indeed, this is missing all the analog output features. Let's switch over to the this version. So you can see here that it's not having the modulator, it's not having the TA chip, so it's only outputting RGB, and there's no way of course you can put all the parts in, but it's really a ridiculous amount of work. I won't do that, and I can look up the chip, which one it is. But I'm really curious if I have the correct cable here to test it with RGB, otherwise we'll get a ZXHD. Let's see if I have the correct cable. So I think here somewhere is the +3 cable, but it's not the one I'm looking for. I'm not completely sure if I have the other cables. So what I will do is I will use a ZXHD for now, because it wouldn't surprise me if that's the reason that he couldn't get it working. So we'll test it with the ZXHD, but before that I will clean the edge connector, and I will see if a device like the FMC interface is working. Yeah, so it's French indeed, yeah. And if he wants to use this with analog outputs, maybe I can swap the board for something else. I'm not sure. I have to check. But I won't build in all the analog parts, which is way too much work. I've never done that before, so I'm not offering it to him. And maybe I can sell another ZXHD. I'm not only here to sell things, you know. I'm here to help people. Let's see, where's my machine? Power switched off, yes. You can see it's booting. It's booting completely. So I'm almost certain that it will output just everything that we need on the ZXHD. So let's put it in. Switch over to the HDMI input. We'll do it this way. The keyboard, of course. So there it is. Booting to this slideshow here, but I will boot to basic first, so we can indeed check if it's a French version, which it must be. It doesn't work, of course. I have to remove the FMC because it will boot and use our 0 mode, and I don't want that at the moment. Okay, so it's set the basic calculatrice and 48 basic, and what does it say? Just Amstrad, of course. I could have known, but it's a French one, of course. So, okay. I will replace the capacitors in this model. Just can confirm to him that this is working, so that's good. Okay, kittens. Oh, you can. Oh, I'm sorry. You can see it. There it is. Right. So you can see this one is working. I will get the brightness a bit down so it's showing better on camera. Yeah, that's better. So with ZXHD is running just perfectly, so the machine is working completely. Maybe it's good to play a game, you know? Why not? Where is my joystick? But of course then we need an adapter, so where do we have my adapter? I think it's here. Somewhere. Not using it that much. I cannot reach it. Oops. Ah! Come on. Exactly in the middle. Okay. Do you want to play a game? Right. Power. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to shift. Sorry. I don't have sound. Of course, that's because it's HD at the moment. How can I add sound? Is there any way of adding sound easily? I need speakers. Let's add these ones. And maybe it's good to add a ZXAY for stereo sound. Goes one up. Oh, we need a plug. If I pull that out, it's no problem. And keep this one in here. This one here. And ZXAY. And ZX, sorry, ZMC. And then we get sound. And we can switch it on. Everything works. Oh, this is a plug-in, yeah. Let's add the music a bit here. Why didn't I have picture? Oh, that's because I switched the computer on before I switched the television on. And the ZXHD communicates with the TV to get the picture output. Right. Does it work? Yeah, it's no. You can see it from there. I think the plug is a bit dirty. Right, let's play a game. Okay, which game should I play, guys? I hope it's you will name a game that I know. Which games should I play? Votes, please. I think I have everything that's ever made here. Name a game. Suffering from well, maybe I will run Cookie, but it's most probably not working because I need a poke. Let's try it out. Sinclair, which one is that? I don't know. Kempston or cursor or keyboard. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it will work with joystick, but we'll see in a second. Nope. This one will not run with Sinclair joystick, so let's take something else. A Target Renegade. Okay, Target Renegade. I'll find that. Oh. With the music. Okay, sorry. I need to select the joystick first, because without joystick it won't run properly. Control options maybe? Play one options. Sinclair 1. I hope I have it in the correct. Nope, the other one. Hey! This is Sinclair 1. Why doesn't it work? It said Sinclair 1. What is that? This is Sinclair 1, so why isn't it working? It's a bit loud, so put the volume a bit down. Oh, I hate Medic Miner. It's not working. I need another game. I think it's a joystick interface. I better have plugged in. Wait. I will just get another one. You can never have enough interfaces, but the only problem now is that the desk is getting too small. But I will add the joystick interface. Why not? Alright, okay. It will still run. The reason you're hearing it is because this card automatically runs a demo to test ZX AY interfaces. But anyway, Target Renegade again. This is all part of a nostalgic experience, guys. So I hope you're not disturbed by testing it 5 times or something. And I may do some... What's wrong with the music? Come on. Oh, I died. We both died. How is that possible? How can you both die? Oh, he's dead. Ah, come on. Finish him. Oh, huh? How was that possible? Oh, that's the guy with the hammer. Ah, man, he hit me again. Come on. I hope this is allowed by YouTube's violence policy. I'm not sure. Yeah, come here. Can you pick up the hammer? Oh, he can pick up the hammer. I don't want him to pick up the hammer. Yeah, almost gone. Not dead? Why not? Oh man, he hit me again. Get away. Now he's dead. Did I finish this level? How do you pick up the hammer? Yeah. Oh, he stood up. Why? He was fast. Oh, I'm not the best at the game. Oh man, he hit me. Ah, come on. I want to win. Ah, how can he stand up so fast? Now, stay down, guys. Come get some. Oh, I missed. Not this time. So I'm ready now? No, still not. This must be it. Oh, there are still more people coming. Should I just move on or something? I guess. Ah, he hit me. I think I have to get into the elevator, am I? Give me the hammer. Yeah, hey. Oh. This was the last part, I guess. Well, maybe I should just play some Medic Miner because this is way too violent for YouTube. Ah, man. I'm almost dead. Ah, I'm so bad at the game. Oh, there's someone else. No, not game over, please. Ah, I'm dead. But I guess I've played it. Last time I played it was years ago, decades. Medic Miner. Let's see. There are certainly many people that are much more better in Medic Miner than I am. Medic Miner, the first one or Medic Miner? Okay. Yeah. I think I know how to finish the first level, but that's about it. So don't be disappointed, please. Ah! Let's try it again. Now without hitting that. Ah! Oh man, that's why I hate this game. I think I must be patient or something. Yeah, I did it. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Yep. Oh no! Ah! I will try again. Ah! Why? Okay, but I did a bit better than last time, so I hope this one will work. No! It's difficult to find the correct moment, you know. I think he almost has to be there, doesn't he? Oh. I give up. Out of focus, is it? I think it's not even on out of focus, so. one more game then. One more game. I'm not sure which game should I play. Match Day. I was playing Saberwolf last week again because of the map that was included with the Crash Annual. I will only play Manic Miner again when I have some immortality poke or something. Mrs. Pac-Man, I remember that one. It's old. Let's play that again. Kempston, one player and start. Come here, come here, come here. No, don't go away. You're mine. You're mine too. Yeah, baby. I gotcha. Give me the cherry. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, no, don't go away. Stay here, man. Yeah. Oh, it's such a nice game. There's nothing wrong with the +2. It's only that it doesn't have a. Let's put at music. The +2 didn't have the analog video output circuitry because it's a French model without composite video or RF, so it only has RGB on the parietal port. Not anymore. Monty Merle. I don't know if I've played that game before, but I will try. Let me see if I can find it. Monty. Monty Merle. Okay, I have some snapshot here. Okay. Oh, the music is awesome. Give me Kempston and play again. How does this work? Okay, there's a mole there. Oh, I died. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now. I don't know. Come on! Okay. What should I do here? Should I jump or something? I think so. Yeah, I made it. He's dropping nuts. I think I should go. Oh man! Ah! I must skip this music, man. Okay, someone from the house came out. Ah! Okay. Oh, I need a water, I guess. Ow! Oh, almost fell in again. So I guess I should be very quick with. Oh no! Don't jump in the water. Oh. Why this music? Who thought of this? Yeah, please. Okay, this is very frustrating. Anyway, oh, no, it's not. Oh man. Okay, let's. Another game, please. I never played that before. Which game should I play? Everyone knows I like R-Type, but it's becoming boring, I guess. Rainbow Islands. Oh, Rainbow Islands should be fun. Yeah, I haven't played Rainbow Islands for a while. Let's do Rainbow Islands. There it is. It's a bit dark, but it's because of brightness. No, I'm not training. I don't need training. Come on, man. Round one. Don't die, don't die. Woo! Oh, that's a cool game. Simple, but it's cool. Give me all the fruits. I want all the fruits. Wait, 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 wait. Yes. Next level. Ooh, I'm almost died. I'm still alive. Oh, I like the rainbows. Oh, this was fast. Really cool, really cool. And all the fruits again. Yeah. Round 3. But I think I even like Bubble Bobble more because it has all those levels, you know. This is a bit boring, it's more of the same, I think. But I like the game. Maybe I should play Bubble Bobble. But Peter just said Mazix, and I don't think I have played that game before, so maybe I should do that. Ah, don't fall, no, 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 no! Go away. You fly. Yes. Ah, I fell again. Frustrating. Oh, I died. Right, because I died, I'm not allowed to play this anymore. Let's try Mazix, but I'm not sure I know the game. But, I'm interested. Mazix, is it? Mazix, yes, Mazix. Where is it? I could also replace the capacitors, but I think you guys have seen enough of that before. Okay, and then? Oh man, the music. What is this? Is this the game you're referring to? Adventure in Maze? Read all the instructions. I'm not going to read all the instructions. Let's get to the maze then. It's very big. Alright. And what I have to do now? The adventure. Alright. What should I do? Oh, start. B. Ah! Adventure 1. Maze being generated. Right. Good gold here. This looks a bit like Bangladesh, but it's a maze game, okay. Oh, what did I do? So I can fight with all the enemies there, I guess. Should I get these things here? Oh, that's gold, okay. I'm not sure if I'm putting the gold there. Okay, so I can see the whole maze, but what should I do now? Oh! What? What happened? What is this? Come on, no, go away, I hate you. Ah! The spider got me. Right, I don't know exactly what it's doing. Should I just get the gold here or something? And then... Oh no, another one. I hate those thingies. It's a sword. Can I use the sword here? Yeah, now I have a sword again. Yeah, I'm moving, but why is this yellow? Am I fighting with... I guess I'm fighting with the spiders. I'm not sure. What's the goal of this game? That's not clear to me. I've never played this before. Swords requires to kill magics, okay. So I have a sword now, so I can kill it, I guess. Follow the yellow road, okay. I'm following the... oh, I need a sword. But where's the yellow road? I've lost the yellow road. Should I just ask one of these? Yeah, okay. We'll go that way. Oh, now it's gone again. I don't know where I have to go. That way, I guess. Oh, oh no. There are 3 of those here. I need another one. Give me a sword. Okay, and I need another sword just after this one. Or we'll die. Take the prisoners. Talk to the prisoners, okay. Oh, they know the way out. Oh no, I don't have a sword, I'm dying. No! Did I win? Huh? Somehow I did. Anyway, I have a sword again. Okay, I think I'm getting somewhere now. Okay, I only have one sword. How big is this maze, man? Give me another sword. I need another sword. Somewhere. Come on. Is that the closest one? Ah, I can't reach it. Ah, okay. Nope. I need a sword. There's one. Alright. Now I have to find... oh man. I want to find a prisoner again. Okay, I have to go that way, but I don't have a sword anymore. So I'm not sure how long I will last here. Ah, there's a sword. Should I collect the gold as well? Okay, I've got a sword again here, and I have to go that way. Okay, I lost my way, so I have to look again. Yes, that way. Will there ever be an end on this maze? Ah, that's gold. Yeah, okay, I'm carrying gold now. Should I just get back? Is that what I have to do now? But how can I get back if I don't have a sword? So I have to... oh, it's hard. So I'm carrying something now. Okay, I guess I have to get back. And I just have to replace my gold with the sword when I encounter one of those beasts. My best guess. Let's try it out. So it's really my first time I'm playing this game. Almost probably there are not much of those beasts because I killed them all. I wonder. Don't see any of those, so that's good. That's the way. That way, okay. I think I'm close. Oh, no. Let's get a sword. And kill a beast. Come here, you. Yeah, I won again. Okay. Okay, I'm carrying the gold again. Rip? Why? Why did I die? What happened? I almost made it. Oh, I needed some food or something. Okay. Was there a bar then? Was there some kind of bar? Oh, am I allowed to continue? Oh. Okay. What I wonder, why I just died. Oh, there's a bar. Okay, I should have. Oh, I should have eaten something. Ah, I didn't know that. It was stamina. Okay. I didn't know, man. Why didn't you warn me? All right. Well, it works. That's not a problem. I think I'm going to finish the show for tonight because we're on 1.5 hours, and I think it's enough. I hope I will have the new set ready in a week or two, maybe, because I have to order the lighting equipment and more of that. But I wanted to make it a proper show and not do it half the way, you know. No, I just didn't know the rules. I'm not bad. Alright, but it's a cool game. I will try again tomorrow, maybe. People are still waiting for lots of things, so maybe I should just work on products, orders, and more before I do anything else. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, I think, and I will see you next week, guys. So, same by time, same by channel, as some say. Let me check if I didn't forget anything. No, I didn't. Please subscribe. Please like the video if you want to. And we'll see you later. Oh, and one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create some new intro things and category videos for in between of the scenes. So I will try to have that ready next week. So we'll see you later, guys. Thank you for staying with me all this time, and see you later. Bye.